Hey guys, welcome back to Microscope Beauty. My name's Kayla and... No, it's not. My name's Alex. I'm Kayla's husband. I'm Mr. Oh Hello. For those of you who don't know, follow me on Instagram, #follow, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, just kidding. I'm here because you guys wanted to see how I plan, which is very different than Kayla. Kayla is a planner in the sense of prepping for things to come. I'm the opposite. I don't plan for things to come in a planner. That's my Google Calendar. My planner serves a reactionary purpose. It's when things happen, or if I'm in a meeting or I'm out and about, I can get everything down that I need to get down, and then I bring it back to what I call the mothership, and then I plan out from what has happened. So my first planner was a Franklin Covey, which some of you may remember. Some of you will be like, well, Franklin, who? Franklin Covey was like a ring-bound system that I used all through high school and the beginning of college until I realized like I am too lazy to like check my planner every day, and Google Calendars came over because it had alerts, right? Like that is what I loved about it. It worked great for me, and it has for so long. And I have tried to get back into paper planning, especially considering like the love of my life does this for her entire like purpose of being. Now I have something, and that is my B6 planner. I love this thing. I carry it with me like a Bible, and I'm going to church. Like, it is always in my hand. I reference it all the time, but I plan very differently than Kayla. So you guys will get to see that because you guys wanted it. You guys got it. But yeah, so thanks so much for requesting this video. And if you guys ever have any other video ideas, always, leave it in the comments or whatever, and we'll try to do it. But here's my plan with me and my flip through of my B6 TN.
Alright guys, so this is the TN I've been carrying with me for like the last couple months, like every day. Everywhere I go, I throw it in my car, it's with me at all times. It's starting to become like people recognize it's mine, which is pretty fun. And it's been holding up pretty darn well. I'm really proud of it, considering I've like thrown this around a ton. So anyway, so here we go. I use the 3 pockets, one to hold my business cards, one to hold Kayla's like contact cards, and then I leave this one open because I receive so many business cards usually when I'm out and about that I want a spot to store it. So this is where I store other people's business cards. So I really like these stickers that Novel Coffee makes. So I use these as my headers, and you'll see that in a second. So I just keep these on hand so we have them. And yeah, I'll kind of explain my organization. So in here, first we have a book. It's the Erin Condren DocGrid book because I'm in love with DocGrid. And the way that I use this book is this is my to-do list. Like, this is where all my things that don't change day to day or my to-do list are. So I know I just contradicted myself, but like long-running to-do list and generic to-do list go in here. So this is like my battle of operations in here. In the front page, I have a lot of inserts. These are our ideas for inserts that we are going to be making. So you can see like I'm going through, you'll see this later. This is based off of how I use my TN. So it's a table, and it has the ability to write people's names around the table so you know who's where. I find that so incredibly useful in meetings when you know everyone's name. It really makes you step up your game. And I designed it so you can like either jot down notes here if you wanted to, or you can, instead, if you can't write everyone's name around here, you can just use 1, 2, 3 and then write their names, sequentially here. Then on the right side, I have it where I just have a generic like dot grid space. And I use this dot grid space I think my dot grids are too small, especially now that I'm really looking at like how Erin Condren's, hers are so big, and I love that. Ours, I think, are like twice that, but maybe that's better because it's like double what she has, and so that lets you like subdivide the lines more. Because I find my writing is almost identical size, and I only write in one section of the dot grid, and I write in 2 here. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the different dot grids? And then we have a space here that I was trying to decide if I want to do lined across the bottom, but I figured I'd just do 2 like pockets to write big ideas, or to do a to-do list. You could put, title it above. Or have something like your takeaways there, because that's kind of how, when I go to meetings, that's the most important thing for me, is know everyone who is there. These are my notes that I'm taking during the meeting or questions I want to ask, and then I like a spot for takeaways that like this is what I need to do after the meeting. And so that's kind of how I set this up, and then, date and subject header. So that's this one. I don't know if you guys want to see all of these, but I'm going to show you all of them. This is our monthly overview. We're working on changing this a ton. There's some space at the top that we need to figure out what we're doing. I think there's a ton of dead space in between these boxes, and I think these boxes need to be bigger. So we're going to fix that. We're going to make sure we release some date dots when these come out. And then we're going to eat up this white space. If it's there, it needs to be so you can write in it and it's not in between. So, Not in Love with Here, also spelled Fridig. If anyone who watches, if you watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the next one is kind of like our weekly overview. We wanted to make sure that they were the same width as all the stickers we make, and you can see that they are. This is actually it's slightly off, but that's the sticker. So that's why I got this sheet out to double check that we have the right width, which I'm really excited about. I think that's really what we wanted when we came up with this, is that if you are using this on the go, your stickers can be transferable and we don't have to come up with a whole new size, because that's what everyone seems to do, is just come up with new sizes. And I'm really happy that this fits everyone else's sizes. So we're trying to figure out like what the sizes are. Like, so for here, I think we can rework this to make this sizing fit, so it actually, these are tall enough for our boxes, full boxes, and we can bring the names in and eat this white space up. I like that you can still use your stickers in fun ways, and so that's what we're going to do here. And then all these open spaces, I'm always like, because I'm a dot grid lover, I always want to be like, put dot grid there, but I realize maybe not everyone's as crazy about dot grid as I am. This is Kayla's baby. This is the the tracker. So if you have something that has repeatable steps, so like you're posting on social media, you need to take photos, write a post, schedule it, put it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or put on a newsletter, and then you can write down what they are and then track your progress in it. Or for bills, so you write down your bills here, write down the month here, and you can track payment of things, or what the cost is right in that amount. I'm thinking we might do some stickers that fit these boxes with colors, but I'm not sure yet. I want to see how that looks because it might get too busy. So this is the hourly. So there's a space up top to write what you want to do. It also fits our banners. You can use this. I'm thinking about putting a line down here where you don't see one here, mostly so you can center things above here. So when you are using stickers, you're not trying to center it over this box the way this does, and it feels off balance. But do it more where you kind of like, because of this line, it's okay because you can center it there. And then we have like a running to-do list. And I like the size. Kayla did a really, really good job of making this one. And then the last one is like a movie and book review. So I just wanted to write in some stuff to see. It writes really nice. It's a natural height for my handwriting. I tend to write a little bigger. So anyway, so these are the ones that we're working on immediately. Hopefully, there's a few more that we're still trying to come out with, but this is like the immediate. So if you guys have any ideas in that regard, that'd be a huge help, because like we are totally making it up as we go. So here you can see I've got, like I said, my big things to do. So we're relaunching our website on June 8th. And so here you can go down and see, like, I have to add a live preview. We're going to redo the poppy points. And so this is like major things we're doing. Here's my big to-do list, like reach goals, if you're familiar with like basically goals that are super huge. And you can see me using the Novel Coffee's headers here. And so I got like 5x5 night, which we did, the FedEx grant, which we did. I want more bullet journaling stickers. And so just kind of going through and made my own little, like, these are large to-do lists. Sticker ideas. So these are ideas for stickers that we need to come up with. Like, I need to still do July colors and make a princess blobby, and we're going to come out with a bunch of different styles and kits here. So that's what this page is my running list of things we want to make. These are for the TN inserts. So these are the TN inserts that are on our radar. Everything from a world map to a food tracker, a fitness tracker. But the problem is because it costs so much money to make these books, we want to make sure we're doing the big ones first, and then we can start getting into a little more of the the niches that may not sell as well, but that I still want to have something for everyone. One of the ones that's super important to me is a junior planner. Having 23 nieces and nephews, I think it would be the best Christmas present to send out a book that we produced for them. These are books I want to read, social media, so like just some PR things that we're working on. So again, like I said, larger overview of things. planner piece. We have a magazine we're working on. This is for a photo shoot I did with Kayla. You might have seen some of them come out recently. Well, the person who did it was a friend of ours, so she's like, hey, you should draw big hearts that says Alex and Kayla forever, and we'll put them into the photo shoot, and Kayla won't know about it, and then she'll just get these. So we did that. It was pretty funny. And then these are my running to-do list. So this chaos is like the going on of to-do list. So what happens is when I'm going with my to-do list, sometimes I need another page for an idea, and that's where I use these tabs up here to make it so I can find in the middle of all my like dead to-do list what I need to do. So products we need to make for the live update on our website, so you can put like your own name in and actually see the update happen. So like, you know, like real people, like real websites, and not just like hope it looks good. And that's what we're hoping to do. So that's what this tab's here for. And then you can see like my new to-do list is here. And then I've got some other stuff, like I said, that are dead, that I'm not doing anymore, that I've already finished. But I still love using these as the headers. So that's what this book is like long-term mission goals. And then I just pulled one out and I realized I shouldn't have done that. But I used the back of my book for meetings and going to places. And so the reason why I say that is so when I have meetings with people, a lot of the stuff in meetings you don't really need. And maybe I'm jotting down ideas that don't need to be in this book. That's what this is. That's what this is for. This is where I put in all my meeting notes or come up with ideas, and you can even see, I think I have in here somewhere. So here you can see like this is actually how I would do a meeting. In my other book I have like that's mostly where all my meetings went, but I would draw a table. I'd draw who was sitting around the table, and then I would go down and write down information like we need door prizes, we need to do this. So this was for like a golf outing we were doing. And so I really love the way that insert kind of structures this, in the fact that I've got the table already drawn. Yes, even if it's a round table, you can kind of, a square is just a circle with edges. And so you can still write it down where people are. I like how the table is bigger, so you can write notes about the person inside. So I'm really excited that I get to start using that instead of drawing it every time and having a little more structured and giving it a full spread. I'm really excited for that. So that's what I really use the back of mine for. So moving forward, once we get these inserts, I'll probably start. I have a couple of spare bands in here, and I haven't jump banded at all. So I'm going to be doing that. We also have this pocket in the back here. And so what I've done is I took a notepad that actually I think we got these from a hotel, and we cut them down so they would fit in here. And I use it as my scratch off notepad. So this is a cloth and paper pen, and they're fantastic. But so when I just write little notes or like, hey, can you write down my email address? I can write it down. And then when I don't need it anymore, I can just rip it out, and I have scratch paper. So it's like reverse importance in how my TN is set up. So like most important but least used, then like more used, more like I still want to have a record of it, but I don't, it's not actionable. I transfer it into here, and then this is just like scrap paper. I have my tabs that are stuck to the back. I found that when they were here, they would move around. Because they weren't always protected because I beat this up. And so by having this clear Valium, whatever this thing is, protect it, that's nice. I want to put some pictures in here, but I haven't found any super cute ones that I'm all like in love with. Which I know, I'm married to Kayla. How's that possible? I haven't printed them. So I have this pen loop, which is holding the cloth and paper pen. This is the Planner Addict. This came in a Planner Addict box, this pen loop. So these are things that we'll probably be trying to expand into, is making the pen loops. I really think we can. I've already been trying to figure out how to make these, which are just like basically they're a pocket if you're not familiar. And so I've been going through trying to figure out where and how to manufacture this affordably. So that's something we're looking into. So I use my TN actively, and I also use it as like the prototype. So I will do some stuff in here that I may not normally use, or maybe I'm not crazy about. These are usually tucked in, but because they're not sequential, like it makes sense for the center one, but then all of a sudden they're all different throughout, which maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a book of each style so you can like buy it and try all the different ones. This would be hard, right? Like the weekly one on half a day. But maybe we'll figure it out. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really enjoyed doing this. I've never actually shared like the way that I do this with people. I've mentioned it to some other business people, and they're really interested. So I don't know if it's like this just makes sense for me or if they're just making me feel better, but it's really helped my life. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. And obviously this is something that I don't do often, so I'm sorry if it's not great, if there's a ton of ums and whatnot. I do apologize for that. I'm not Kayla. I don't know if you noticed by everything about me. Even my planning style is so different from Kayla's, and I think that's what's so cool. Like, I subscribe to a few bullet journaling and traveler notebook groups, and oh my goodness, like, just watching other people makes me so excited. And then I like open mine, and it's like the most I can do is put in like a colored header, but that's okay. Like, I'm happy with that because it still makes my life better, and I still get to enjoy and be a part of the community. So thanks again for watching. If you guys have anything else to add, let me know in the comments. Kayla is back in the next video. If you want any more of this sweet hot action, come over to our vlog channel. That's where me and Kayla hang out, and you can see our crazy life. Other than that, I will see you guys probably in like another year, unless someone can convince Kayla to make me do another video, because yeah.